Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are three curious young royals who recently teamed up to quiz TV icon Sir David Attenborough about the natural world in a moment that was truly too adorable for words. However, these young royals have just made a surprising announcement that has left the world stunned. Despite their privileged status, their lives have been far from picture-perfect, marked by challenges that would astonish anyone. This latest revelation offers a rare glimpse into the struggles they have endured at such a young age. Even from an early age, Prince George, supported by Princess Charlotte, has been in the spotlight. But what exactly did the Cambridge royal children reveal, and why has it caused such a global uproar? Their heartbreaking announcement has left the world confused and emotional. It's a widely held belief that children should enjoy a carefree childhood, free from life's serious concerns. Unfortunately for Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and Prince George, that has not been the case. Their recent announcement has shocked and saddened many as it revealed the challenges of being born into royalty, a life far from the glamorous image often portrayed. The details of their struggles are both surprising and deeply moving. To better understand their lives, let's start with Prince George. Born on July 22, 2013, as the first child of Prince William and Princess Kate, George became the subject of immense public attention the moment he was born. He is the eldest of the three siblings and third in line to the British throne, following his grandfather King Charles and his father Prince William. While his position may seem like a privilege, the reality is far from ideal. From the very beginning, George has faced intense public scrutiny. Every move he makes is analyzed and, at times, criticized, which is an overwhelming burden for an 11-year-old. While most children his age are discovering their interests, George already bears the weight of his destiny as a future king. Over the years, he has had to mature quickly, not only for himself but also to support his younger siblings, Charlotte and Louis. As the eldest, George feels a sense of responsibility to shield them from the pressures he has faced. Princess Charlotte, born on May 2, 2015, is the only daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate and holds a special place in the family. Named after her great-grandmother Queen Elizabeth II and her late grandmother Princess Diana, Charlotte carries a legacy that is both inspiring and immensely demanding. Bright, confident, and adored by her parents, Charlotte has also been in the public eye since birth. This reality has brought its own challenges, and Charlotte has expressed discomfort with the constant attention, making it clear that this isn't the life she would have chosen if given the chance. Despite her young age, Charlotte has started to understand the weight of her role in the royal family, a responsibility that few her age could comprehend. Prince Louis, the youngest of the three siblings, was born into the royal spotlight and has already experienced the pressures of this life at just 6 years old. Despite his tender age, Louis is learning the harsh reality of being a royal. Every playful expression or age-appropriate behavior can become fodder for media headlines. While most children his age enjoy carefree days, Louis must navigate a world where privacy is nearly non-existent. It's heartbreaking to consider the challenges he faces so early in life. As a family, George, Charlotte, and Louis have experienced both privileges and pressures. Recently, their lives have taken a tragic turn, adding yet another layer of complexity to their already challenging circumstances. The details of this development are both shocking and poignant, offering a deeper understanding of what it truly means to grow up in the royal spotlight. While you might now have glimpses of the challenges surrounding the lives of Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and Prince George, a recent tragic event has taken things to a whole new level. It is already well known that their parents, Prince William and Princess Kate, have incredibly busy schedules. With William preparing to step into his father's shoes as a future king, the demands on their time are immense. For years, the leadership of William and Kate has been a huge blessing to the British public. They have tirelessly championed causes like mental health awareness, early childhood development, and numerous charitable projects. Their work has inspired millions and even made them incredible role models for their children. However, their dedication has come at a cost. Charlotte, Louis, and George, like any other kids, crave the attention of their parents. While William and Kate do their best to balance royal duties with family life, the reality is that their kids sometimes have to adjust to their parents being pulled in many directions. It is a bittersweet truth that the same admirable work that makes William and Kate such incredible figures to look up to has also left their children longing for more time with them. Now, with a shocking turn of events, their lives have been further complicated. It all began earlier this year when Princess Kate's health became a serious concern. For months, there had been whispers about her health, but the royal family kept things private until a bombshell announcement shook the nation. On June 14, Kate Middleton gave a rare update on her cancer battle, sharing a new message about her health, the first since disclosing her unspecified cancer diagnosis in March. Kate had undergone major abdominal surgery. At first, it was reported that the surgery was for a non-cancerous condition, and the public expected her to bounce back quickly. True to form, Kate did everything she could to resume her royal duties. However, in an unexpected twist, it became clear that something wasn't right. Kate didn't return to her public role as soon as anticipated. Instead, the world was hit with devastating news. Kate had been diagnosed with cancer. This revelation sent shockwaves across Britain and beyond. Kate is more than just a beloved princess. She is a supportive wife, a devoted mother, and a beacon of hope for so many. Her health crisis was heartbreaking, not just for those who admire her from afar, but especially for her family. Kate's charitable work over the years has been nothing short of remarkable. Alongside William, she has helped modernize the monarchy, bringing it closer to everyday people. But now, as she battles this illness, everything has been put on hold. While the world rallies around Kate with love and support, the ones most deeply affected are, without a doubt, her children. George, Charlotte, and Louis have always been the center of her world, and she has done everything in her power to give them a stable, loving upbringing despite the pressures of royal life. As parents, William and Kate have worked hard to create as much normalcy as possible for their kids. From school drop-offs to family outings, they've tried to shield George, Charlotte, and Louis from the intense public spotlight. However, with Kate's health struggles, that sense of normalcy has been disrupted. For the children, it's a challenging time. They are not just dealing with the demands of royal life anymore, but are also grappling with the fear of losing their mother and adjusting to a new reality where their parents' attention is divided between their royal duties and Kate's health. Despite these tough challenges, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and Prince George have shown surprising resilience. Their response has been nothing short of astonishing. These royal kids have continued to grow and thrive even in the face of adversity. Take Prince George, for example. At just 10 years old, he is already developing a deep sense of purpose and some truly impressive interests. Prince George will one day have the controls of the royal family when he eventually takes over as king. For now, he's actually taking control of an airplane for the first time in his life. Like his father, George has a keen fascination with aviation. He's often seen gazing at planes with excitement, and he even got the chance to fly in a helicopter with his parents. It was a dream come true for a young aviation enthusiast. However, it's not just flying that keeps George busy. His love for sports is undeniable. Soccer, tennis, and hockey are some of his favorites. He's been spotted attending major sports events and kicking a ball around with his siblings. These moments on the field give him a chance to enjoy a slice of normalcy away from the pressures of royal life. George's love for animals is another big part of his world. From spending time with the family's late dog to caring for their new furry companion, Aura, George has always shown a soft spot for animals. He has also visited farms and petting zoos, where he's clearly in his element. Just like his mom, George is developing a budding interest in photography. He's often seen snapping photos during family outings, capturing moments that likely help him process everything happening around him. On top of all this, George is even learning Spanish, thanks to his nanny, Maria Teresa. Despite everything, George remains a confident and energetic boy. Those close to the royal family describe him as a young leader in the making. He is growing into his role by attending official royal engagements and spending quality time with his grandparents, Prince Charles and Carol Middleton, who are constant sources of support. At just 8 years old, Princess Charlotte is proving to be a bright light in her family. Her positive energy is infectious, and even during tough times, she has been a source of love and warmth for her parents. Charlotte has been seen accompanying her mom and dad to ceremonial events, charming everyone with her cheerful demeanor and natural grace. Her ability to bring smiles to those around her has been vital during challenging times. Despite her young age, Charlotte has an intuitive sense of when her family needs her support. Her gestures, whether it's holding her mother's hand or sharing a comforting hug with her siblings, show how much she understands the importance of family. To help her cope and thrive, Charlotte has embraced a variety of interests. She has a love for dancing and has reportedly been taking ballet lessons, which bring her immense joy and provide her with a creative outlet. Her performances often bring the family together, creating moments of joy amidst the chaos. Sports are another big part of Charlotte's life. Like her brothers, She enjoys playing soccer and other games, often joining in their backyard matches. Her competitive spirit and teamwork have made her a natural leader among her siblings. Charlotte's love for animals is also worth noting. She shares a special bond with the family's pets and often takes on the responsibility of helping care for them. Her nurturing nature extends to her interactions with her siblings, where she plays the role of a thoughtful older sister to Louis and a supportive companion to George. At just 5 years old, Prince Louis has already captured hearts with his playful personality and heartwarming antics. Despite being the youngest, Louis has shown a surprising level of understanding and support during his family's trying times. He has a knack for brightening up even the darkest days. His cheeky smile and lively spirit are constant reminders of the innocence and joy of childhood. During family gatherings and public events, Louis is often the one to bring laughter with his candid expressions and amusing remarks. Louis is developing beautifully, embracing his interests with enthusiasm. He loves the outdoors and is often seen running around, exploring his surroundings with endless curiosity. Gardening has become one of his favorite activities, where he enjoys planting flowers and getting his hands dirty. Louis has also discovered a love for arts and crafts, spending hours drawing, painting, and creating little projects that he proudly shows to his family. His creative side is encouraged by his parents, who see it as a way for him to express himself and stay engaged. Although Louis is the youngest, he is far from being left out. He has started joining his family at public events, where his energy and charm bring lightheartedness to otherwise formal occasions. His bond with his siblings is growing stronger by the day, with George often guiding him and Charlotte helping him navigate life as a young royal. Together, these three siblings are navigating a life that's far from ordinary. They've had to grow up faster than most kids their age, but they are doing so with courage and grace. It is clear that no matter what challenges come their way, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and Prince George have what it takes to rise above. With the unwavering support of their parents, their shared bond as siblings, and their own unique strengths, they are on a path to becoming proud and remarkable members of the royal family. Seeing that their relationship wasn't fruitful, Charles had to leave on naval duties. This forced Camilla to move on, and soon, a new suitor came into her life, Andrew Parker Bowles, who was then a guard officer. The two soon got married, and their union was seen as appropriate within their social circle and status. When Prince Charles heard about the marriage between Camilla and Andrew, he felt betrayed and was deeply affected by it. Reports suggest that the pair's wedding announcement was made without their consent, as the parents of both Andrew and Camilla had sent the announcement to the Times newspaper. This forced Andrew to propose to Camilla immediately. Their marriage took place on July 4, 1973, in a Roman Catholic ceremony at the Guards Chapel, Wellington Barracks, in London. The wedding was grand. The wedding of Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles was considered the society wedding of the year, with an attendance of over 800 guests, leaving a lasting impression on all who were present. Despite his heartbreak, Charles remained affected by the marriage but continued to keep tabs on Camilla and maintained a friendship with both her and Andrew. At one point, he even became the godfather to one of their children, Tom. It seemed unusual that Charles and Camilla stayed in close contact even after her marriage, fueling public speculation that Camilla might still be secretly involved with Charles. However, this was not the case. Camilla had moved on and was focused on building a family with Andrew. The couple went on to have 2 children, Tom and Laura. Meanwhile, Charles was under immense pressure from his peers and family to find a suitable bride and move on from what had happened between him and Camilla. Though it was difficult for him, he eventually accepted the reality of the situation. Prince Charles began a relationship with Lady Diana Spencer in 1980. The news of their relationship spread quickly, capturing the public's attention. Surprisingly, when Camilla heard about the relationship, she did not react with jealousy or bitterness as many had expected. Instead, she reportedly approved of the match, describing Diana as young, malleable, and pure, qualities she considered suitable for Charles. Camilla even expressed that Diana would not pose a threat to her relationship with Charles. However, this statement was interpreted by some as manipulative, putting Diana in a difficult position. It's unclear if Diana knew about Charles's ongoing closeness with Camilla, but if she had, it likely would have caused discomfort in her marriage. Charles and Diana married on July 29, 1981, in a highly publicized and extravagant ceremony that marked a peak in the royal family's popularity. The wedding was watched by a global television audience of 750 million, with 28 million viewers tuning in from Britain alone. Additionally, 600,000 people lined the streets of London to celebrate and catch a glimpse of the new couple. Rumors that Camilla might attend the wedding added to the public's fascination with the event, as many speculated there could be a dramatic moment involving the trio. However, Camilla displayed genuine joy and happiness throughout the ceremony, ensuring the day was remembered for its grandeur and significance. Prince Charles, Camilla, and Lady Diana seemed to have moved on with their separate lives. If that had truly been the case, events might have unfolded differently. Instead of ending on a joyful note, the story took a shocking turn. Despite Prince Charles's marriage to Diana, rumors persisted that he maintained frequent contact with Camilla, and this marked the beginning of a downward spiral. Charles's communication with Camilla not only continued but intensified, rekindling their emotional connection. Before long, they began seeing each other privately again, a development that strained Charles and Diana's marriage. Although there were no official reports, it is believed that Charles and Camilla rekindled their affair in the mid-1980s, a time that proved especially challenging for both, but particularly for Camilla. She struggled to balance her emotions for Charles with her family responsibilities, all while secretly communicating and meeting with him. Camilla reportedly wanted to return to the way things were before Charles's marriage but found herself in situations that could ruin her reputation. Prince Charles, meanwhile, managed to juggle the complications of his marriage to Diana and his clandestine relationship with Camilla. In 1982, Charles and Diana welcomed their first child, Prince William, and 2 years later, Prince Harry was born. The births of William and Harry brought both joy and complexity to Charles and Camilla's extramarital relationship. Surprisingly, when Charles and Diana had their first child, Camilla decided to pause their affair. Her reasons were centered on the impact their relationship might have on Charles's children. She felt the young princes needed their father's full attention and believed it was best to stay in the background. Despite her love for Charles, the strain on Charles and Diana's marriage became evident not long after. By the early 1980s, their relationship was visibly deteriorating, even in public. This decline fueled speculation, with many blaming Camilla for the issues in their marriage. Diana eventually discovered the affair between Charles and Camilla, and in 1989, she confronted Camilla directly, an act she later described in detail. Described as one of her bravest moments, the early 1990s brought further turmoil for Princess Diana. In 1992, Andrew Morton published a book titled Diana, Her True Story, which detailed Charles and Camilla's affair. The book intensified public scrutiny and sympathy for Diana while adding strain to her marriage. Although the claims in the book weren't officially confirmed, the public largely believed them, exacerbating the tension. The following year, the situation worsened with a leak of an intimate phone conversation between Charles and Camilla. This scandal confirmed their relationship and triggered public outrage, particularly against Camilla. Diana, beloved by the public, became a symbol of resilience, while Camilla faced widespread hostility. The public saw the toll the affair had taken on Diana, evident in her demeanor during public appearances. The leak and its aftermath marked a turning point as Diana's confrontation with Camilla underscored the emotional challenges she had endured. Despite avoiding a chaotic fallout during their face-to-face interaction, the confrontation highlighted the complexity and heartbreak surrounding the relationships involved. I confronted Camilla and said, "I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that," Princess Diana told Andrew. She continued, "She said to me, 'You've got everything you ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you, and you've got 2 beautiful children. What more do you want?' So I said, 'I want my husband.'" This statement sent shivers down Camilla's spine, leaving her feeling uneasy and tense throughout the party until she eventually left. During these challenging times, Camilla did nothing to draw public attention to herself, fully aware that any actions or statements she made would do more harm than good. Her primary concern was William, who was old enough to understand the situation, and she was determined not to cause him any additional pain. Before William's shocking decision regarding the Queen, there were many emotions and surprises. Prince William's decision was unexpected, and we will get to it soon. Stay tuned. The marriage between Charles and Diana eventually ended in 1994. While some members of the public were deeply hurt just as Diana was, others felt relief, claiming Diana had been maltreated throughout her marriage and was not loved properly. The pain became unbearable when Diana tragically died in a car accident just a year after her divorce. This devastating news caused immense sorrow for her admirers worldwide. As for Charles and Camilla, they went on to marry but treaded carefully in their relationship, being mindful of a public still sensitive to Diana's passing. Gradually, Charles involved his sons with Camilla, though the process was difficult. Over time, Charles managed to succeed, and slowly Charles and Camilla began appearing together in public more frequently. It took quite some time before the public accepted her, as they faced significant criticism at every step. In 2005, King Charles appointed Annabel Elliott as the chief designer for his estates. Annabel was a brilliant and creative interior and exterior designer, and her services were utilized in Cornwall, Wales, and the Isles of Scilly. Her work was funded through the Duchy of Cornwall, an estate designed to generate income for the heir to the British throne, which was King Charles and later Prince William. Despite speculation, there was no secret affair between Charles and Annabel, but her contributions were instrumental in managing the estate's design and functionality. This is where things get tense. Annabel, whom Charles had just hired to be the chief designer for his estate, is Queen Camilla's younger sister. During her tenure, reports stated that Annabel was overpaid for her services, which isn't a surprise. The annual reports leading up to September 2022 revealed that she was paid over $25,000 for fees and commissions. Additionally, she received over $115,000 for purchases of furniture and retail stock for the Duchess's properties. This arrangement became routine between King Charles and Annabel until Charles ascended to the throne, making Prince William the new Duke of Cornwall. This is when Prince William made a decision that shocked Queen Camilla. A year later, in June, he chose not to rehire Annabel as the chief designer for the estate. According to sources within the royal family, Prince William did not relieve Annabel of her duties due to incompetence. Instead, he made the decision because he believed her contribution to the estate had been completed, and her services were no longer needed. The staff at the duchy had learned from her, and it seemed only right to let her go. Furthermore, Prince William ensured that no further payments were made to Annabel, making his stance clear. This decision is noteworthy, especially considering Annabel's long-term association with the royal family and her close bond with her sister, Queen Camilla. The two have been inseparable since birth, and when Charles married Camilla, Annabel was automatically included in the royal family. The two sisters were frequently seen in public, and it's possible that Prince William, aware of this, felt hurt knowing that all of this was happening because of his mother's absence. This may have led him to make the decision to cut Annabel off from the royal family with relative ease. Prince William's decision suggests that he may be seeking to avenge the maltreatment of his late mother during her life. His actions also show that he is quite different from King Charles, whose approach to managing royal matters relied heavily on family connections. It seems that Prince William's reign will bring change, and it's evident that he is ready to take charge. He has shown disdain for Camilla and her family, and he has made it clear that he is not open to any sort of relationship with them. Additionally, he has adopted a more discreet approach when it comes to the finances of the estate, a stark contrast to his father's methods. Prince William's decision not to hire Annabel marks a significant break from the routine established by his father. At this rate, it's clear that his reign as king will be different, and we can only imagine what his decisions regarding Camilla will be. Tell us what you think about Prince William's approach. Let us know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.